There is always a hidden potential inside you which is greater than your current situation, current circumstances, current habits, current circle, current fear, and you know it. You felt it. That quiet voice that whispers, "You are meant for more." It doesn't shout, it doesn't demand, but it never leaves. It lingers in your mind when you're alone. It echoes when you're about to settle. It questions you when you pretend to be satisfied with just enough. That voice isn't your ego, it's your truth waiting to be heard. You weren't made to just exist. You were made to grow, to expand, to rise beyond what you've known. But if you keep measuring your future based on your past, or stay stuck in an environment where mediocrity is celebrated more than progress, that hidden power inside you begins to dim. Not because it's gone, but because you've stopped listening. You don't need to be extraordinary to begin. You only need one moment of honesty. One moment where you stop pretending you're okay with staying the same. One moment where you finally say, "Enough. I'm not living at full capacity. I'm not done becoming." So ask yourself right now, what is it that I've buried inside me because I was afraid it was too big to chase? What abilities am I ignoring because someone else once told me I wasn't capable? What version of me is waiting to emerge if I finally stop running from discomfort? This journey isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you were before doubt clouded your vision, before fear wrapped its arms around your dreams, before you accepted limitation as your identity. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're just untapped. There's strength in you that hasn't been challenged, ideas that haven't been spoken, discipline that hasn't been sharpened, and a future that won't reveal itself until you commit to rising. You were never meant to shrink. You were never designed to just get by. You are built with layers of power, grit, creativity, and wisdom that the world has yet to see. The question is, will you step toward that unseen strength or spend another year waiting for a sign that's already burning within you? Step 1. Awaken your awareness. The first step isn't to try harder, it's to see clearer. You cannot unlock what you haven't noticed. So many people live on autopilot, walking through each day trapped by limits they didn't even choose. Beliefs about who they are and what they can do, inherited from fear, passed down from others, and accepted as truth. But the truth is, you are not your limits. You are your awareness of them. Ask yourself, when did I agree to shrink? What boundaries am I honoring that don't even belong to me? Real change doesn't begin with hustle. It begins with clarity. Once you recognize the cages, you can begin to unlock the doors. You don't need to create your power. It's already there. It just needs your attention. Your potential has always been calling. Are you finally ready to listen? Step 2. Break the pattern. Repetition without reflection creates a loop, a trap disguised as routine. If every day looks the same, if your emotions are predictable, if your doubts follow the same script, you're not stuck because you're incapable. You're stuck because the system you're living in never changes. What have you normalized that quietly steals your momentum? Is it procrastination disguised as preparation? Is it comfort pretending to be peace? Growth begins when you disrupt your own patterns. You don't need to change everything overnight. You need to interrupt the flow. Do one thing differently today. Speak when you'd stay silent. Move when you'd usually pause. Discipline a habit. Delete an excuse. Even the smallest break in a toxic cycle can start a powerful chain reaction. Don't wait for permission. Be the pattern breaker. Step 3. Challenge your inner dialogue. You live out the stories you tell yourself. Every time you face discomfort, your inner dialogue either moves you forward or keeps you frozen. What do you say to yourself when things go wrong? Do you label yourself a failure? Do you rehearse your flaws instead of your strengths? The voice in your head isn't just commentary, it's command. And if it always says you can't, you won't. But here's the truth. You can challenge it. You can change it. Start noticing your default thoughts and question them. Replace them intentionally. I can't do this becomes, I'm learning how. This always happens to me becomes, this is just a moment, not my future. When you start speaking like someone who's growing, you begin to grow into that person. What is your internal voice building, fear or future? Step 4, get comfortable with discomfort. Growth is not a smooth, cozy path. It's uncomfortable, awkward, and full of resistance. That's why most never tap into their potential. They run at the first sign of discomfort. But discomfort is the doorway. It's not there to break you. It's there to build you. Are you willing to stay in it long enough to discover what it's trying to shape in you? Ask yourself, do I choose what's easy now and suffer for it later? Or do I face what's hard now and earn freedom later? The struggle you're avoiding could be the exact place where your hidden power is buried. Growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. It happens in your courage zone. Discomfort is your proving ground. Embrace it. Not because it feels good, but because what it leads to is worth every ounce of pain. What you're avoiding might be the key to the person you're meant to become. Step 5. Set a vision that scares you. Safe goals don't wake up your potential. Comfortable dreams don't demand the best of you. If your vision doesn't scare you a little, it won't stretch you. And if it doesn't stretch you, it won't change you. Your hidden potential doesn't respond to convenience. It rises for something bigger. So ask yourself, what vision pulls me forward, even when I feel uncertain? Don't shrink your dreams to match your current limits. Expand your belief to match your deepest calling. Let your goals be so powerful that you're forced to rise into someone you've never been. Growth begins when you stop aiming for safe and start aiming for significant. The fear you feel is a sign you're on the edge of growth. Let that fear guide you, not stop you. What version of you is waiting on the other side of a dream you've been too afraid to name? Step 6. Take relentless, imperfect action. Perfection is the enemy of progress. Waiting until everything is right is how most people never begin. You don't find your strength through overthinking. You find it through action. Start where you are. Move with what you've got. Even if it's messy, even if it's small, every step forward builds momentum. What action have you delayed because it didn't feel certain? You're not supposed to be ready. You're supposed to be moving. Confidence is earned in the doing. Every time you act, even with doubt, you prove to yourself that growth is possible. Your potential doesn't reveal itself through thinking. It reveals itself through showing up consistently, even with shaky hands. Don't wait for perfection. Start messy. Stay relentless. That's how doors open, and that's how you rise. Step 7. Stay committed to the process. Unlocking potential isn't a one-time breakthrough. It's a long process of becoming. Most people never fail because of lack of talent. They give up because of unrealistic timelines. They expect overnight success and lose patience when the results take time. But real strength is built in quiet persistence. Are you willing to keep going when no one is clapping? When progress feels invisible? This is the test. Your future self doesn't need you to be perfect. They need you to be consistent. You don't need to move fast. You need to not stop. Progress is found in the repetition of small wins. Keep showing up, even when it's hard. Stay locked into your vision. Because transformation doesn't shout. It whispers slowly and steadily to those who refuse to give up. Will you be one of them? So, your potential is not a mystery. It's not a secret buried deep underground. It's inside you, waiting for you to notice it, to believe in it, to act on it. You don't need permission. You don't need perfect conditions. You need a decision. to grow past the version of you that keeps shrinking to fit in. So ask yourself now, what's one step I will take today to unlock what's been silent inside me for too long? You're capable of more than you've ever shown, but now it's time to prove it to yourself.